So there's energy around you that needs to be cleared. And even Vision Quest can be as well about detoxing the body and whatnot. You might be holding on to a lot of things that are not healthy for you. You might be engaging in unhealthy habits because of others that are around you that you're holding on to. And you are holding on to that energy. You also may have a gift, stepping into a gift of communication as well. In some form, whether it be through song, maybe it's through light codes. Don't be afraid, just jump. Because, you know, we're always afraid to try something new, but there's nothing saying that we can't go back to the old. Hello and welcome, beautiful sacred souls. Thank you for joining me here today. I got this thing on my chin here. Sorry. Breaking out, getting rid of the toxins, So, I already pulled this swatch, and I was actually going to do a reading just for myself. I like to do that once in a while just to see what comes out. And when I pulled this swatch, Spirit said no, that this is a collective reading, and I really couldn't get anything just for me, even though I tried. But the biggest thing that I get with this swatch when I look at it is it looks very sad. It looks to me like there are tears in the eyes. A lot of tears, like a lot of sadness here, like sorrow of some sort. And it feels like there's something being left behind that is really difficult to do. Like it's like you've shifted, but you're realizing that, you know, when you do that, you've kind of been at a point of being stuck. And the reason you're stuck is because you don't want to leave a lot of these things behind. But you're now realizing that in order for you to shift and for them to shift, that you have to be willing to do that. And therefore, there is this sadness. And I just see them as, even though it's red, I'm seeing them as eyeballs. So we'll see if something else comes out of that as we move on. I never know what I'm going to receive with this. But I'm also, this here almost looks like, you know, like a tentacle, like when you clamp something. That's what I'm seeing with this as well. So trying to, yeah, that makes sense. Trying to hold on to something, right? This sadness here, trying to hold on to something. So I pulled out my beautiful Native Spirit deck. This deck is so incredibly beautiful. The artwork and stuff on it is just, I mean, I've got so many beautiful decks that really. But this one I don't use as much, but I was called to it. It's got a bit of a shamanistic feeling to it, I guess. What else do we have with this deck? Is there anything? Apparently there is. And we will bring in the cosmic as well here. Spirit, this is a lot of cards that you're giving me. I don't know that we're going to use these little guys because we'll see. We'll see. All right. So this to me is representing a lot of sadness because, like I said, it feels like you're in the process of shifting, whether it be a timeline or moving into something different. Interesting. Forest Temple, Enlightenment. Yeah. Look at this, Bluebird Spirit, Happiness. And I said, I feel just such a sadness in here. So it's really interesting that the bluebird spirit came with happiness. And I've been seeing a lot of bluebirds actually lately landing on my deck on my rating here. And here's raven spirit with truth. Yeah, this is really talking to me about you moving into that enlightened state. You know, you haven't been happy for for a long time. You have felt really held back and just really kind of sitting in that sorrow. And it's because you haven't been following your own truth of who you are as an individual. You've let other people dictate to you and rule you and tell you what you should and should not do. And our path to enlightenment is rocky. You know, it really is rocky. So let's see what we have here with the Native Spirit deck. Oh my goodness, look at that next to the bluebird. The bluebird is all about the throat chakra. You know, being able to voice, being able to speak, and here with the Song of the Wild coming up, and that beautiful rainbow. You know, that somewhere over the rainbow, dreams come true. When you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are. Look at this. Freedom horse. Yeah, you're really being called to, you know, to step into your own power here. This is a reading of empowerment. You're being called to step into that empowerment of the self. Oh, look at this. Vision quest and a smudging ceremony. So there's energy around you that needs to be cleared. And even, you know, a vision quest can be as well about detoxing the body and whatnot. You might be holding on to a lot of things that are not healthy for you. You might be engaging in unhealthy habits because of others that are around you that you're holding on to. And you are holding on to that energy. So, oh my goodness. Look at this. I've had this one come up lately, and, you know, integrity, and this to me is my shaman. Like, this is a shaman card to me. You know, truth and integrity. Finding that through your own vision quest. This is about, yeah, cleansing all of that negative energy, singing your own song. It's interesting how enlightenment is right at the center here. That was the first card. That's beautiful, really beautiful. You guys, we have communication again, which again, the voice, the Song of the Wild, the bird. This one has been coming up as well in my readings. Oh my God. Oh my God. Awaken and Shadow Self. I had both of these cards. They might have even been with this one. I don't remember. And I shuffle my cards. Like, I've done several readings in between, and I shuffle my cards. Awaken and the Shadow Self. Yeah, this is really talking about leaving something behind. It's talking about, you know, the freedom of the self, moving into that freedom, finding yourself, that communication. The truth. This is really, I don't know if you can feel the energy, but it feels like this is the last, like kind of the last step before you just kind of, you know, fly off the cliff, you know, that last step until you get to the peak of the mountain. It's kind of what it feels like here, that you've been doing a lot of this shadow work. But there's a lot, you know, this sadness of leaving things behind. And part of this is of the shadow, of things that we know that are familiar to us. You know, we have so much comfort in that, in knowing what to expect rather than the unknown, which of course can lead to bliss, but we're afraid to really step into that because of our level of comfort. Yeah, truth and integrity here are really standing out. You know, this smudging ceremony is really talking about this leaving these things behind, this sadness. You also may have a gift, stepping into a gift of communication as well, in some form, whether it be through song, maybe it's through light codes, maybe like those kind of things. You may be called to, you know, have a vision quest and to be able to talk about it. You know, standing in integrity and truth, because, man, there's growth. Look at that. Growth. Yeah, I feel like this group has done a lot. Well, I feel like this whole collective that is on here has done a lot of work. You know, you've really been down in the ditches, just, you know, really digging. Oh, I must be really blind. Contact. Didn't even see that left behind when I picked up the growth. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. How could I not see that? Contact, yeah. I mean, through Vision Quest as well, you can have contact with, you know, other beings. I mean, we've got the shaman here as well. You know, we've got the eagle, or it looks like an eagle to me, above him as well, with the higher perspective. Finding the truth. Okay, yeah, see, they wouldn't let me get any more cards until I noticed that. So that just, like when I'm in channel mode, you guys, sometimes I don't even see things when when I get a message and I just kind of, I go with the message and I don't see anything else around it. It's really strange. Really strange. So we've got healed, victory, and here's the portal. Yeah. And I do feel like you are going to be moving through that portal, like you're on that last step. You know, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow kind of energy is what I'm feeling. And look at the rainbow here, and look at the rainbow here. You know, integrating that energy. This is incredibly beautiful, you guys. I've got the feminine on the bottom of the deck here. I feel like it wants to come in. Is there anything else you want to bring? Do we even want to bring the tarot in? No. They're saying no. We're not going to bring the tarot in. We don't need it today, because everything that is needed to be said has been said through the oracle and brought forward in that way. So this is an opportunity for you, and if you're feeling sad and stuck and you know, out of sorts, it's because you are about to make a big shift, a leap, so to speak. Okay? So just don't be afraid, just jump. Because, you know, we're always afraid to try something new, but there's nothing saying that we can't go back to the old. You know? So take a chance, try something new, and you know, really looking for that happiness, finding that happiness. Okay? All right, beautiful souls, that is your reading for today. Thank you for stopping in and allowing me to spend time with you to tap into the energy. It's really beautiful. I really enjoyed it, so thank you for that. And until next time, please remember to let love be your guide.